as welcome to South Shields and welcome back to the North East. It must bring back a lot of happy memories when you come to this part of the world.
No, it certainly does. I had a fantastic time up here. The passion for football, and particularly the club that I played for, was phenomenal. Really enjoyed my time up here. The only problem with it was just a little bit too short, you know.
What is it about the area you think that makes it so special to play football in?
I think it's just the way the fans love the game. You know, where I was fortunate that Newcastle was the only team in the town, and you know, on the match day they just descended en masse to the stadium. Do you know what I mean? And it's perched on that little hill, so you see everything around you, and it was just. I was fortunate as well. We had a good team, had a good time. Should have won the league, didn't quite do it, but we were there all the season, so that made the whole area and the whole experience that much better.
And tonight you're here at South Shields alongside Niall Quinn for a special night. What are your memories of facing him and your memories of facing Sunderland in the derby as well?
Yeah, we had some good crack. It was I think my first year here. We played the final match at Roker Park. We played the final match at Roker Park, and the unfortunate thing about the two games, the one at Newcastle and one at Roker Park, was that they didn't allow any away supporters. So that was a bit of a shame, do you know what I mean? But I remember going to Roker Park and we managed to win 2-1. And what I do remember is Sunderland went 1-0 up. Peter Beardsley equalised, and I scored the winner. I remember the ball going off the pitch. And you know, I was getting sworn out, I was getting called all sorts of names, and as I went to get the ball, I was getting called all sorts of names. What bloody hell, what's happened to this? All this North East friendliness I've heard about, you know, hospitality. They went absolutely bananas at me, like, you know. So that's I do remember having some good scraps, but yeah, unfortunately it was only the 1 year because Sunderland got relegated that year.
And obviously tonight you're here in South Shields. Have you been to the town before? And what?
I haven't. I think I've been through it, but I've never stopped. Do you know what I mean? I think Steve Watson and Lee Clark drove me through it as quickly as possible and said I'm not allowed to stop. So
okay.
That was it.
And obviously you're here at the football ground today as well. You might have had a little chance to have a little look at the facilities here. What are your first impressions?
First impressions are very good. Seen all the memorabilia on the walls and stuff like that, and I see a little QPR programme from the 1970s, thinking about the players that must have been here, like Stan Bowles, Rodney Marsh, you know, Venables and people like that. So yeah, obviously steeped in history, and I'm looking forward to hearing some more, but my first impressions are great.
And your background, of course, is in non-league football, so you must understand a great deal about what it takes to play at this level and succeed at this level as well.
Yeah, no, it's always good to come back and look at where the humble beginnings started. You know, for me it was at Hayes and Southall, and I always remember how much it meant to the community, not just about the playing, but what it meant to the community and how good it was. And obviously it was my footballing apprenticeship. Yeah, had a great time and enjoyed it.
And here at South Shields we've got Kevin Phillips as the manager. Obviously he had a distinguished playing career. You've gone into a different role yourself as a director of football at Queen's Park Rangers. Can you just give a bit of an insight into what it's been like, that sort of transition from the football pitch to the boardroom?
Yeah, I think it's very different, you know, because as a footballer, and Kevin's probably seen this as a manager now. When you're an actual player, you're quite selfish in that. All you've got to do is prepare yourself. Although you're playing in a team, you've got to make sure that you're right for the game on Saturday, Tuesday, whatever day, Sunday, whatever day the game may be, and you don't really worry about what goes on at the club. There's other people that take care of it. And now I'm on the other side of the fence, and I'm the one that has to worry about what goes on at the club in terms of budgets and things like that. It's certainly very, very different now, and I have an appreciation of what the chairman and the board members had to put up with years ago.
And just finally, if you had to distill your memories in the North East into one memory, your favourite memory of your time here, what would it be?
It would probably be my first game playing for Newcastle, scoring on the first day. It's funny, I did a thing of the best 11 I've ever played with in Premier League history, and they asked me what my favourite goal is. It was probably weren't my best goal, but I've gone for my first goal for Newcastle, because I always remember scoring it and thinking if there was a roof on the stadium, they would have just blown it off, like, you know, the supporters would have just the noise would have just taken the roof off the stadium at the time. So yeah, that was probably my most memorable thing that happened here.